Hello, guys. This is Wilkins Rings. I'm your host, Quinetta Wilkins. I want to welcome my social media co-host. I welcome you. We just have been moving, you guys, so excuse me for not having greater lighting. We're still transitioning, trying to get our home set up and getting things that we need to make this show better. So bear with me tonight. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in tonight. And before we get started, I just got to mess with one thing on here. Let's see. I always got to have a little filter, so just bear with me. Oh, there you are. Haha. That's what I wanted. Okay. All right, we will get started. So our topic today, guys, is going to be on our top 8 ways to keep moving forward. You got to keep moving forward no matter what the situation is, no matter what you are going through. You have to keep moving forward, all right? So before we get started, you guys, we always talk about what we are thankful for, right? So we got to share what we're thankful for. So I'll go ahead and share what I'm thankful for. So me, today I am thankful for my new home. Thank you, Lord. I am blessed, amen, to have a new home to come home to. I'm also thankful for good food. Like, I love food, you guys. I like to eat. I like to try new things. So that is what I am thankful for. So feel free to write in the comment section what you're thankful for. I'll be reading it, and I like to announce stuff. And I like to communicate with you guys. I want to talk with you guys, and get your perspective, your opinion too. So make sure you write in the comment section what you are thankful for, all right? So I gotta have my tea. I love my tea. So now we are going to get started, you guys, about our top 8 ways how to keep moving forward. That is very important. Got to keep moving forward. You can't stay stagnant. You can't stay in one spot because time doesn't stay still. Time is always moving, you guys. Moments are always happening. They come and they go. So we got to keep it moving. Just as time does, just as the moments come, we have to keep it moving. So let's get started on our number 1 way of how to keep moving forward. So our number 1 way is to forget regret. Now, what I mean by forget regret is don't dwell on something that you haven't done, that you weren't able to do. There's always a tomorrow, Don't dwell on it and regret it because it will eat you up if you do. You just got to wait for that next opportunity and make sure that you take it. When that opportunity comes along, when someone comes to you and is offering something that is something you want to do, that is something that you've been dreaming about, just prepare yourself for the next opportunity and take it. And remember, don't dwell on what you missed out on, because just because you missed it doesn't mean there will be another opportunity, time of when you are able to do it again. But you just have to be ready the next time, all right? So we'll move on to our number 2 way of how to keep moving forward. So our second way is learn from failure. That's the best way. Learn from failure is a motivation for me, because when I learn from failure, the next time I go about doing something, I know, hey, not to do this again because it didn't work, or remember what happened when you did so and so. So that's another way of moving forward, is to learn from your failure. So failure is always good. People look at it as it's bad, it's a negative thing, but really it's a positive thing. You just have to have the right perspective. When failure does come, just know that you're not going to do the same thing that you did last time, because you know that it ain't going to work, or you know what came out of it, all right? So I'm going to move on to our third way, you guys, of how to keep moving forward. Hello, Pastor Gregory. How you doing? Oh, this is Emily. How you doing, Emily? I miss you. In the future, we will have to get back together again. Even if we have to do it online, we will come together again, all right? So we're going to move on to our third way, you guys, of how to keep moving forward. And that is ask for help. I know sometimes our ego and our pride gets in the way. We don't want to ask for help. We think we can handle this thing all on our own, but we need to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. If you need help with something, it's a good thing, because then that way you'll keep moving forward. Because if you don't ask, you're going to be stagnant, stuck in that situation or that decision making, whatever it may be, that you don't have an answer to, and then you're just going to be sitting like, oh, what am I to do now? Ask for help. There's nothing wrong with it, all right? People try to look at it as a sign of weakness, and it's not. You know, if you need help, hey, you need help. Ain't no shame. Do what you got to do. Ask for help. All right? Sorry, my tea is good, y'all. I got to sip on it. I've been having a little cold, but I am overcoming that cold right now. All right, so let's move forward. So our fourth way, you guys, to keep moving forward is believe you are worthy. So when I'm talking about believe you are worthy, believe in what you are doing. Believe that what you are doing, there is value in it, and that you are of value when you are going about doing your thing, because it is worth doing. Know that it is worth doing. Know that in the end, it's going to produce good results. So you got to believe in what you're doing, and you got to know that you are worthy of what you are doing. Whether you have people follow you or not, people listen to you or not, people buy from you or not, know that the value of yourself and the value of what you're doing is of value, okay? So let's move on to our fifth way of how to move forward, and that is take 100% responsibility. 100% of responsibility. Meaning, if you mess up, hey, you mess up. Take the responsibility. If you did the right thing, you did the right thing. Take the responsibility. A lot of people don't like to do that, and like that will keep you from moving forward when you don't take responsibility for what you do. And people don't like to hear that. I don't care, but it's the truth. You got to take responsibility for your actions, for your decisions that you make. And you got to move forward with it and know not to do it again. If it worked, hey, add it to whatever it is you're going to be doing. So let's move on to our sixth way of how to keep moving forward, and that is know what you want. So before you can even move forward, you got to know what you want. You got to know, you got to have a plan, you got to have a vision to move forward in knowing what you want. Because if you don't have that, without vision, you will perish. Without vision, you can't move forward. So make sure that you have a vision. Make sure that you have a plan in what it is you are moving forward in. And make sure you write it down. It's very important, you guys, to write it down. It's one thing to think it, but it's another thing to write it down, because when you write it down, it's permanent. Like, it has to come to pass, but only through action. So you got to put action with that too. You can't just write it down and be like, oh, it's just going to happen. Like it's just going to fall out the sky. No, you got to put some action into what it is of what you want. And then you got to actually implement it, okay? So let's move on, you guys, to our seventh way of how to keep moving forward. And that is want it more. So you got to have a deep desire for that thing that you are trying to make. How do I want to say it? The thing you are trying to manifest, you have got to want it. If you don't want it, then it ain't going to happen. There's got to be some type of desire. There's got to be some type of perseverance, no matter what comes your way, no matter what the obstacle is. There has to be a deep want for it, because if there isn't, you're going to get stagnant in that situation of moving forward, and then you're not going to be able to move. You're going to be stuck. So you got to want it more. You got to really want it, whatever it is you're desiring, whatever it is you're trying to do, so that you can continue to move forward. because that is going to be the vehicle for helping you get to where you need to be, is that desire you have for whatever it is you're trying to pursue. All right? So we're going to keep moving forward. I like that. So our last and but least thing, you guys, for moving forward is keep the faith. You've got to keep the faith. You've got to continue to believe in what it is you're doing. You got to keep, even though you can't see the outcome, even though sometimes it looks like things aren't working, you have got to keep your faith. You have got to keep focus. And the Word of God says about faith that faith is the substance of things not seen. I might have said that wrong. Let me back that up. Sorry. I'm kind of tired. So just bear with me, y'all. Oh, it's about faith. You guys, so faith is something that is not tangible, something that is not seen. It's something that you are believing for. Well, that has to do with hope. Hope and faith correlate together, okay? So it is something that you cannot see, but it's something that you are working towards that will manifest itself. But you have to keep believing. You have to keep having faith. In order to have that, there's action that comes with faith. You hope for it, knowing that it's something that you are longing for, but in order for the faith to be activated, the action has to come with the faith. Meaning, like, let's use for instance, you want to sell something. Well, in order to sell something, one, you have to find something you want to sell, right? Two, you have to like put some work into it. You got to advertise it. You got to tell people about it. You have to work it. And that's how the faith is being worked, by your actions of how you are going about doing it. So that is our last but not least thing, is keeping your faith. Because the ups and downs will come. Some days you'll have good days. Some days you will have bad days. But know that your faith in the action that you are taking, it will manifest. It will come to pass. It just takes work. So those are our top 8 ways, you guys, of how to keep moving forward. And we do not have a guest tonight, but we have some awesome special guests in the future to partake with us. And yes, that includes our 8 ways of how to move forward. Make sure you leave your comments in the comment section. If you have any other ways of how to move forward, I'd love to hear from you. It's good to always have a perspective from a different person, a different view. So feel free, you guys, to write in the comment section of ways of how to move forward. Because I know sometimes we get stuck. I know sometimes it gets hard, you know, when you're pursuing something and it just seems like it's not working out. But really, it's working out. You can't just look at the situation. You got to look past the situation. You got to look at the finish line of what it is you are going after, what it is you are desiring, what it is you are trying to pursue. But it will come to pass, but you can't give up. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. That is all I have for you tonight. Also, don't forget to check out our fabulous jewelry, you guys. I have some on. Check out our fabulous jewelry. That's on Wilkins Rings. That's on Facebook. Make sure you like our page to be able to view our great content. Also, we are on Instagram under Wilkins Rings. So if you're not really on Facebook that much and you like being on Instagram, we are on there as well. And we are also on YouTube under Wilkins Rings Wilkins, okay? So there you can view our latest shows. You can view our videos on our jewelry as well. Also, to be able to purchase any of the jewelry, you have to go to Facebook on our Wilkins Rings page. And everything is in Messenger, so you can shop on Messenger there. If you have any questions, you can message me. You can personally message me. I'm always available. And I want to thank you guys once again for tuning in. And make sure you subscribe as well to our YouTube channel. And thank you guys again, like I said, for tuning in. Thank you for my supporters. I want to thank you. And we will see you next Wednesday at 8 p.m. And ladies, always remember to work, play, and stay fabulous.